Welcome back to Mac Talks. Football and Darwin Nunez' stay at Liverpool is coming to an end. Liverpool have agreed finally a deal with Al Hilal for about 53 million euros plus add-ons for the sale of Darwin Nunez to Saudi club Al Hilal. And I mean, let's be very honest, it has been going since the end of the summer that end of the season, sorry, that Nunez was going to leave Liverpool. At the start of the summer, it felt like he was going to end up at Napoli. There were a lot of discussions. And it felt like that was going to be the deal that was going to happen between Liverpool and Napoli. Unfortunately, that deal did not materialize. The negotiation, went complete, astray, and nothing really happened in that deal. So Nunez was really waiting for some other European club, because in the beginning Nunez's main desire was to stay in Europe. He wanted to continue play European football, but as the summer winter went by, nobody really, no other European clubs came in to get Nunez and to give the amount of money that Liverpool wanted for him. And Hilal have been trying for a month to bring in Nunez, but as I said before, he really did not want to leave Europe. But as Liverpool have made the signings, the players that they are doing, I mean, they have already brought in Hugo Ekitike. They want to bring in Alexander Isak as well. So Nunez knows that there is not going to be that many minutes under his belt this season. This is a World Cup year. He wants to play prominently to be able to feature in that World Cup squad next year. So a week ago, he's finally gave his instruction to his agent that he is able ready to go ahead and move to Saudi Arabia. And then the personal terms were agreed with Al Hilal quite quickly. Al Hilal, for the last 2-3 years, they have been in contact with Liverpool, trying to settle out the dealings, settle out the options, how they are going to structure the deal with Liverpool. And finally, it is now revealed today that Fabrizio Romano and a couple of other journalists have revealed as well that the amount is 53 million euros that has been agreed between Liverpool and Al Hilal. All that's left now is for Nunez to go to Saudi Arabia, get the medical done, and then for the clubs to sign the papers. And Nunez is going to be a new Al Hilal player. I mean, if you're Liverpool, I mean, it's a really good deal. You have already spent a good amount of money this summer, and you still want to go ahead and bring in Alexander Isak. And the only reason they have been waiting for, because they wanted to get a couple of players of the wage list to get to bring in that money, and that was going to really basically finance the Isak deal. If I'm being very honest with you, they have already made the bid for Isak, or but Newcastle is still holding on. But I think this, if Liverpool wanted to go over the top, this sale and the sale of Luis Diaz to Bayern Munich, that is also going to help Liverpool in regards to balancing the books. I think that is going to help them. They've gotten rid of a player, Nunez at Liverpool. It has been sort of hit and miss. I mean, he has been good, he has been bad, he has been poor, he's been dreadful, he has been amazing. It was one of those type of players, if I'm being very honest, that you did not know what type of Nunez you were going to get on the day. He could have been spectacular and go ahead and win you the game, or he could have been the reason missing an opponent and you would have lost the game or dropped the point. So Nunez had that type of a career at Liverpool, but he ended up winning the Champions League, he ended up winning the Premier League with Liverpool. So I think overall he would say that he had a good career at Liverpool. He's going off to Saudi Arabia. I mean, it's a good deal. I mean, he's going to get a good amount of money. And this year, again, the players that are going to Saudi Arabia this season, I keep on saying, every year the caliber of the players keeps getting better and better. And you see the players that are going this year, young players as well, young European players, 20, 21, 22 years old players now going to Saudi Pro League. It is getting better and better. And Nunez, of course, it's not Liverpool, it's not the Premier League, but he's going to make a huge impact at Al Hilal, and that's why they are bringing him in as well. They need somebody like him to come in, to score the goals and to improve their squad as well. And the money that they paid, I mean, it's not that much of a big money for a player like Nunez. I mean, he has, as I said, he has wealth of experience. He's won the Champions League, he has won the Premier League, and he's going to come in and he's going to improve the squad. And not only the thing with the Saudi Pro League, and it's not just bringing in the players, it's bringing the players that can help the local Saudi players to up their game as well. And I keep on saying, a lot of people just think that the Saudi Arabia just is splashing the money for no reason at all. But if you look at the league, the levels of the last 3 to 4 years, the league keeps getting better, and the players that they play around these international players, the foreign players, their standard keeps on getting better and better. And I think again Nunez is one of those players that is going to come in, that is going to improve the league, that is going to improve the squad, and he's going to help the players around. And to be very honest, for Al Hilal, 53 million euros is not that much. Is not that much money. They would have been willing to spend more, but again, they made a good deal. It's a good deal for both parties. If I'm all three parties, if I'm being very honest with you, Liverpool get a player out of their wages who they weren't really going to play that much. Al Hilal get a very good experienced player who has won it all, who's going to come in and they is going to help the squad. Sorry about that. It's going to help the squad and it's going to help the players and whatnot. And then comes Darwin Nunez, the main, the decision that fell on Darwin Nunez, and I think that really, in my opinion, made him accept and make him agree to go to Saudi Arabia is the World Cup next year, because he knew he was not going to get a good amount of minutes. He was not going to play that many games at Liverpool with all the players that have come in. That was going to be the deal, and then, as I said, he wanted to go to Napoli. That move did not materialize, and he knew as the transfer window kept on nearing the end that the chances of going away were getting slimmer and slimmer. And it's a World Cup, and he wants to play in that World Cup. It could turn out to be the last World Cup that he plays in, so it was important for him to play continuously and make sure that the national team manager notices that. And I think that is again one of the reasons that he goes. Of course, the money is going to be good. It's a big contract. It's probably his last big contract. He's going to stay at Saudi Arabia. He's going to play there, play the football there. He's going to earn a huge amount of money as well. There's no denying that part. But again, he's going to be in the eye of the manager. I think he's going to be an important player for Al Hilal, and I think he is one of those. I keep on saying, as I said before, it's a hit and a miss kind of a player. You don't know, but he's one of those players who's always going to be in the news. And or when you have when you play in a league like Saudi Arabia, if you're consistently in the news, I think that's a really good thing for you. And I think that's one of the reasons why I would say Al Hilal have gone for Nunez as well, because either he's going to be spectacular or either he's going to be abysmal. So consistently your team is in the conversation, and everybody's talking about you in that regard. Being on social media, and all these clubs in Saudi Arabia, they need that. They need to be in the talking sphere and in the world of everybody's talking about them. I think Nunez is a sort of player that is going to help them either in a good way or in a bad way. So overall, I think it's a good deal for everybody. Liverpool get a good amount of player. Nunez goes on to get a huge amount of money, and he gets to play a lot of football, and Al Hilal getting an experienced international player that helps their brand, that helps their team, and that in a way helps their other players around them as well to improve and go ahead and challenge for the title yet again, and do better in the Asian Champions League as well. So overall, a great deal. That is what me in this video. Let me know what you guys think of this deal. Do you think Nunez is gonna be a special player in the Saudi Pro League, or do you think he just went there for money? Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. Until next time, bye bye.